it's given the platform for us to bring on board corporate partners, individuals, alumni, just name it, multinationals to come on board and then support us in doing what we've been set out to do in the education sector. Yes.
So, but why now? Why didn't it happen last year? Why not 2 years ago? Why not 3 years ago? Shine, do you have any idea why now? Why has it become so important now?
Okay, thank you, Moro. I would say it's been part of GetFund's initiative.
Okay.
But throughout our 25 years, there have been various ways of tapping funds from corporate world, but it's been the president's initiative and our administrator to tap into one of the source of funding in an act that says you can source for funds not directly from government but other sources. So it was because of this the administrator came up with this idea that we needed to have a separate unit solely for this, mobilizing funds to support what government is already doing. So that is what's brought about the Education Financing and Partnership Initiative. Yes.
So what are the major areas of education that this whole idea, this EFPI, because it's more like a special purpose vehicle, isn't it? What are the major areas of education that is seeking partnership and additional financing for, so that we are more specific? If somebody's watching us, a corporate institution, corporate organization, they're watching us, they want to understand which aspect of education do you need that kind of support or partnership? Yeah.
Okay, so, well, these partnerships that we are seeking, the support is going to go all the way through. So we are tackling everything that, let's say, government is doing for us. But this partnership is coming to support or assist.
Okay.
So we are looking at what GetFund already does. That's infrastructure, furniture, educational essentials, anything at all that can help provide quality education for all.
So can I then assume that despite the heavy, and I'm using that advisedly, or the relatively heavy allocation of resources that you get through the taxes that we pay to you, is that to suggest that it's not enough?
Thank you, Moro. I think I wouldn't say it's not enough.
Yeah.
Over the years, government have been getting allocation. And thankfully, last year, we had an uncapping from government to have enough money to source, or to finance education. But I think one thing a lot of people don't know is that GetFund finance not just only the infrastructure bit of it, but also we are doing a lot. I'm sure a lot of people didn't even know that Free SHS is being financed by GetFund.
Right.
And other government agencies are directly being financed by government. And the new initiative by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, that is the stress-free first year, is also being financed by GetFund and a lot more. So, and I would say population is growing by the day. School population is growing. Government has done a lot and is still doing its bits. But the reason why GetFund came about is to tap into specific projects, you know, and to give opportunity to corporate Ghana to say, look, we want to do specific things with our money. So that is why we are calling on every Ghanaian. If you have a corporate social responsibility, into that social responsibility to say, look, come and support education, because as we speak today, we still have over 5,000 schools operating under trees, which is I won't say government has not done, but government has done a lot and is still doing its best. So EFPI has come aboard to help government, or as I just said, to complement what government is already doing by supporting move schools under trees to a modern day classroom. And we are looking at, like, per the education strategic plan that says by 2030 we need to eradicate schools under trees. This is what we are looking up to help government to eradicate all the schools under trees and the schools that have deplorable furniture and other educational amenities.
I get it. But you know, whilst we're talking, I was just thinking to myself that there are corporate organizations that are helping their schools anyway. I mean, you know, if yourself or Joa was running the business and you recognize that you need to give back to your school, you would want to, you know, take that initiative and say, this is what I want to, you know, do for my alma mater. So maybe I'm fine. I'm already doing that for my school. Why do I need to now route it through GetFund? What is the advantage of routing it through GetFund?
Okay, so if you should route it through GetFund, aside us providing a structured channel where whatever you're doing will actually impact the lives you want to impact,
okay,
there are benefits that comes with it. So for example, if you're routing it through us, you get to enjoy a tax incentive.
Okay.
GRA has given us an authorization.
Really?
Yes, to be able to give that tax incentive to any donation that comes through.
That's one benefit.
That's one benefit
Okay.
on your corporate tax. Yes, so that is something that I know corporate Ghana is always excited to hear. I know.
Yeah, that's an incentive, a very mouth-watering incentive,
Yes,
because this corporate business is always looking for opportunities for a reduction in their corporate taxes. So if you want to enjoy that, then come to GetFund.
Why not go through us? Yes,
Yeah,
and aside that, you get the publicity. You become a partner forever.
Right.
With us,
Right.
and that I think goes a long way. Yes.
So are there any accountability and monitoring mechanisms for partners or for persons who want to be a part of this? Because I want to be sure that if I'm giving you 100 chairs, you're actually donating the 100 chairs, so you're not donating 50, 60, you know. What's the assurance like? What systems and mechanisms have you put in place to assure corporate organizations that, look, what they have given is what will be further or subsequently donated? Yeah, Shine.
So, thanks for the question. I think it's, first of all, you have to know it's a government institution. Right. And just to add to what Ajua said, we've been mandated by GRA to give back, like to write to GRA to say, look, company A or B has donated or contributed towards our initiative. Now, the transparency comes when projects that you donate to or support us with are clearly shown at the end of the team is, and this team is also communicating towards the stage the project has gone.
Wow. And
just yes, to add to what Shine said, we also, like you were saying, the people on board, we also get a rep from the donor. Okay. Every step of the way, you're with us throughout.
So you're able to monitor what's happening.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So there's that transparency, and the beautiful thing about what we are doing is we don't always. In fact, we encourage the donors to execute these projects themselves. Okay. We don't want you to come and give us the money. Okay. You can finance it directly, get your own contractors. If it has to do with infrastructure, do it directly. Then we will serve as consultants, monitor and make sure it's GetFund standard. So it's not like the money is coming to us and then, yes, we don't want
It's for the donor or the person who is supporting to say, look, I want to build dormitory, I want to build classroom. We have the likes of maybe the 6-unit classroom, the 18-unit classroom, and library. Somebody will say he wants to build an ICT lab. Somebody will say he wants to build a library. So depending on where your strength lies in terms of the cost involved, you choose whatever you want to build to support a particular school.
So after listening to you, I'm wondering, I mean, is this thing only targeted at people with deep pockets, large organizations? So if I have my small company, I want to do something, it doesn't look like I can be your partner, can I? I can be your partner?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes. Moreover, even, I mean, with you here, we'll be taking our bets when we are leaving. We have other means or ways that we can get every individual to come on board.
Okay.
This is not just for corporate Ghana.
Right.
Individuals. You understand? So we have the payment platform, for example, where you can scan and then donate. Okay. We have that on our websites. Right. We have a QR code that we give to individuals to donate whichever way they can. Okay. Yes. So I mean, little drops of water, they say. Okay. So yeah. So it's not just corporate Ghana. Right. Everyone at all that wants to give back can come on board. Right. Right.
Also, to add to what I just said, our website is fully equipped to receive donations. Okay. Yes, so anybody who wants to support this initiative, you go to www.getfund.gov.gh. Okay. I repeat, www.getfund.gov.gh. Right. You go there, you see a donate button. Okay. You click on it, and it gives you the opportunity to support in your very small way towards education. And also to say EFPI is also well represented there. When you click on it, you can see everything EFPI is doing in terms of if you want to understand our work and what we do and what our support is going into. All that is there.
That's interesting. Finally, your furniture, is it collective furniture appeal? What is this idea as well, and why just furniture?
Okay, so as we speak, there is a huge deficit when it comes to the furniture we have in the classrooms. In fact, some are in very, very bad states. The recent floods, for example, you should see some of the videos online and what we've actually seen on the ground. These wooden furniture and how they are in states that you can't have children, using them. So that is when the under the EFPI, this appeal came up for us to appeal to corporate Ghana individuals to come on board and then give whichever way they can to help us get these furniture situations sorted out.
So far, so good? Is it going well?
Oh, I mean, yes. I will say yes. Even as yesterday, we got one company
to donate some furniture.
To donate 1,000.
Wow.
Yes. So, and we have a lot of people who are buying into the idea and are willing to come on board.
Ghanaians come very philanthropic.
It's not to say GetFund as a whole, we've not done our bits. Last year alone, we've procured over 400,000.
Really?
Yes.
400,000.
Yes, but the deficit, as my colleagues said,
they keep breaking down.
They keep breaking down. Yeah. So it's been the president's initiative to change the wooden type into a metal type. So it's called monodesk. That is what we've procured, and because of the deficit we still have in the system, we still want to make sure we eradicate the deplorable state of our furniture in schools.
Okay. Yeah. So, Adjo, I live in the UK. I live in America, Holland. How do I participate in this?
Okay, so if you live outside Ghana, you can reach us through our website. Okay. We have everything in there, just like my colleague said. You get all the information you need to know about GetFund and then about EFPI and our initiatives. Okay. Then there's a payment platform where you'll be able to make any form of donation. And on there too, you'll be able to track and see where the funds are going and what the funds are being used for. Yes, we are not leaving anyone out.
Right, right. So as you prepare to take leave of us, what are you telling the public, the publics who are watching you now, in summary, or what are your parting words as you get ready to leave us?
And what I would like to say, yes, is just like Moro asked, if you don't have a deep pocket, can you do this?
Yes.
This appeal is to everyone. We are asking every Ghanaian, because one way or the other, we've all gone through schools.
Right.
And by that, we are wherever we are today.
Absolutely.
So if we can, let's all try and give back, no matter the amount, and then let's see that being put to good use to support the good work that the government is already doing.
Right. Shine.
Yes.
So far so good. Everything fine.
So far so good.
Right.
But we say the sky is the limit.
Okay.
And to reiterate again, we don't want it to look like EFPI has come to take over what government is already doing. We still want a lot of money from government. Okay. But this is just a very small part of Get Funds initiative to support specific projects.
All right.
Like what we are currently doing with the furniture.
Right. All right. So let me thank the two of you for joining us this morning. It's been really great having the two of you join us. It's been very.
Thank you more for having us.
It's been very revealing. You know, it's been very revealing. And so I want to say a big thanks to you and the management and leadership of Get Fund, led by Mr. Paul J. And the visionary leader. You know, very hardworking man. You know, I've had the opportunity to meet him a few times, and he's a fantastic man. My regards to him.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm sure he's heard you already.
Let me say it in true. Obwejuma. Anyway, so let me say that I've been talking to Ajua Amankwa Boating-Appiah. She's the Deputy Director, Get Fund EFPI, and also Shine Akiem Toso, who is Senior Manager, Get Fund EFPI. Thanks, and have a wonderful day. All right, so still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My guest will be joining us for us to review the papers. Don't go anywhere. Please stay.
To improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics, and I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are: a desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources of our beloved nation. Thank you very much for your time.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, unsurprisingly, Afenyo Markin and his followers have consciously chosen to disregard the Auditor General's confirmation that Gold Board did not record an operational loss. They now claim that the Auditor General did not have access to the full picture concerning the operations of the Gold Board. This position, ladies and gentlemen, betrays either a crass lack of understanding of how an external audit is conducted, or a deliberate determination to undermine yet another independent state institution, independent constitutional body, when its findings do not suit their mischievous narratives. I invite you, the media, you who are the fourth estate of the realm, to check the veracity of this claim with the Auditor General, and you will come to the conclusion that officials of the Auditor General were given unhindered access to all relevant information in the conduct of their audit of the 2025 financials of the Ghana Gold Board. all documents requested by them were supplied, and all queries raised by them in their management letter were satisfactorily answered. This is why not a single, and I repeat, not a single adverse audit finding was made by the Auditor General in its 2025 audited report on the Gold Board, not on imaginary or hallucinatory losses, not on procurement breaches or breaches of the Public Financial Management Act. Not a single adverse finding in the report of the Auditor General on accounts for the year 2025. The media, I humbly submit, must not condone and entertain the deliberate propagation of lies in the face of glaring evidence to the contrary. Now, friends from the media, after adducing this, I humbly submit, must not condone and entertain the deliberate propagation of lies in the face of glaring evidence to the contrary. Now, friends from the media, after adducing these indisputable findings of the Auditor General to puncture the lie that the Gold Board made losses in 2025, Afenyo Markin and his associates quickly abandoned this line of attack and have now sought refuge in the recently published IMF reports on the Bank of Ghana's Standard Credit Facility, in which the IMF reported that the Bank of Ghana recorded a loss of $1.7 billion under its domestic gold purchase program in 2025. Their position has now conveniently changed from the old false narrative that the Gold Board made losses to the new false narrative, which is that the Gold Board is responsible for losses incurred by the Bank of Ghana. And
so far, say obi akoye adwuma mpo baby na sende iyoko for tata iyoko for tata binu attorney general ye press conference osio obi mpo oye ayaban adwuma eka 5 million cedis, 3 million cedis, 10 million cedis yetumi frɛ wo iyoko na wakoda ho na yɛsɛ fa ejapade a asombo for France amobe na ne gobo for be dia be hu yes.
Watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My guests are here. We're going to kickstart a conversation now. Michael Quay Jr. is a former Ghana High Commissioner to India, and also at some point he was at the Ghana Free Zones Authority as the Chief Executive Officer. Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much.
Our sincere apologies. Sincere apologies. And also joining us today is Mr. Kojo Tumbuafo. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Intelligence Center, and also a staunch member of the NDC, of course.
And also at some point,
yes. I was going to get there. Yes, a staunch member of the NDC. He communicates for the party and the government from time to time when he has a time. But yes, indeed, it is the case. Indeed, and in fact, he was at some point the Chief Executive Officer. I think at the time it was a board. I think the process sister was leading the transforming the place into an authority started from him, and I guess that his successors took him from where he left off. Kojo, good morning.
Morning.
Thank you very much for joining us. I'm doing very well, and I hope you're well too. Yeah. And just as I did with Mike, I'll say the same thing.
Let me make a correction.
We're sorry.
The transformation of the free zones to an authority began with Alan Kyerematen.
Oh.
He actually completed it before I got there.
Okay.
And I was there for 8 years. The lawyer didn't tell me.
Really? Why?
You can ask her. I'll give you a name after the show.
Well, that's strange.
Yeah.
Very strange.
She knew? She knew, absolutely knew. Really? Don't mention the person's name.
I don't know who it is.
I'm telling you.
Really?
Your lawyer. You yourself, you're a lawyer, but you're a lawyer.
So for 8 years, we're kept in the dark.
Yeah, she kept it a secret.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me either. So
I never even heard this.
So
when I was there, the lawyer was Christine, but we'll talk after.
Yeah,
she was not there when you were there.
Don't mention any names. When I was there,
she was not there when you were there.
When I was all throughout the time I was there, Alan Chamatin had completed the process. So it was supposed to be Ghana Free Zones Authority basically from inception. So when the NDC lost the election, and I found out, I confronted her, and she said yes. She just decided not to tell me. Those were her words.
Wow. Yeah. This is witchcraft, isn't it?
No, it's not witchcraft. It's itinerant stupidity. Stupidity at its most intense. Because if we had had the 8 years...
But you, the person is not here. You allow him to say
if stupidity.
We had,
no, it is.
But isn't it a bit too harsh?
Mike, you were also the CEO of the Free Zones.
Yes.
If it had been transformed into an authority when I was there, your life would have been much easier.
True.
Okay? I'm just telling you. See,
yes,
I know why
we can express the same without those strong words, especially when the person is not here to defend themselves.
It is not a matter of defense.
No, but that's your opinion. That is stupidity and what you're saying.
I haven't mentioned names.
He's not mentioning names.
No. But he's giving us a story where the person is not here to defend. I'm coming. That the person told him, I'm coming. Let me just make this point. The person said, no, hold on, no. You said the person said something that I deliberately didn't tell you something. The person is not here to refute that. So let's move on to the substantive.
I choose to move on when I choose to move on.
That's why I appeal tomorrow to interject.
I didn't even mention a name. I didn't talk.
No, you don't have to mention a name, but I'm sure everybody will be able to deduce if they make time.
No, let them deduce all they want. What I'm telling you is what occurred.
But that's your version.
It's not my version. I am talking about an action that took place. I didn't even ascribe it to
Moro, you will intervene in this matter.
It's not a matter, but
this matter, you want your program to be about some staff who was at maybe
because we don't have all
Ghana Stock Exchange and who did something that you call stupid in the morning.
If you want this, no. You see, once again, when I come here, I talk about people going to good schools and learning a grammar.
No, but
I didn't ascribe what I said. Mike, hold on. I didn't ascribe what I said.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Yes. The action is so.
The action is this. I didn't say the person was this or
that. But you said it's stupidity. I understand that is not calling the person a fool. But when you say somebody is involved in foolishness, it's virtually the same. Words have no meaning except in the context in which they are used. But that's why present me. I got one. Where you that's what I get one for English. You get one. You don't get one for English. We want time we top the whole of West Africa. In percent. In science.
Let's move on.
The whole West Africa.
Let's move on.
Me, my house, two of us went to Achimota to go present.
Do you want to know?
Let's move on.
But Achimota, is your science better than ours? You know, you are an engineer. You know we have better science than you.
Keep quiet.
Let's move on. I beg you.
Thank you. Well, let's come to the main thing.
We have the main.
As soon as you start showing your grades,
he did engineering, but tell him his science grades.
As soon as we start showing your grades, it's a problem. You people, if you like, I'll start from the top.
So let's move on.
Some of your lawyers didn't even.
Moro, is it the problem? Is it the problem? Go consult.
Some of your lawyers.
Is it the problem? Go consult.
I say some of your lawyers graduated on Sunday. Some of them Sunday.
Let's move on.
And then you graduated at John.
Some of their lawyers didn't graduate with anybody.
Which lawyer is that? Me, I'm a lawyer, professor. And I have people I graduated with. I'm a present lawyer. And I have people I graduated with.
You at least.
So why do you come and mention us in that context?
At least.
And Moro, does this have anything to do with it?
Tell this man that at least I know.
Does this have anything to do with it?
I know some of your classmates.
But if I know your classmates.
Yes, so at least you graduated.
So how do you know?
Didn't even graduate.
But you want me to talk about boys they didn't graduate? You want me to mention?
They are NPP. Mention their names.
Oh,
please. I said, you know something.
Please. Oh, control. Let's focus.
Let's move on.
Control your program.
Let's move on. So let me read this from Ghanaian Times. Oh, Kojo, I beg you.
You want to talk about grades?
Kojo. Let's not spend time talking about
the people who fail school, they are all in MPP.
Let's
start.
Now you have moved it from percent to MPP.
Let's move on.
Wait, from percent to
MPP. As soon as they sack you from school, you join.
They don't even go.
Kojo, we have this to talk about.
Is that what you say?
So I read this from the Ghanaian Times, and then I can get your thoughts on this. So Gold Board has dismissed 22 billion cedis loss claim, says a recorded 907 million cedis operational surplus. Now, Julius Yaupetete is reporting that the Ghana Gold Board has dismissed claims by the minority that it incurred a $1.7 billion loss from its operations under the Domestic Gold Purchase Program DGPP in 2025. The board described the allegations as misleading in an attempt to undermine its contribution to the economic transformation agenda of the President, John Dramani Mahama. It said, contrary to the allegations, it recorded an operational surplus of 907 million cedis and overall profits of 5.4 billion cedis for the 2025 financial year. Gold Board and the figures were contained, said the figures were contained in the Auditor General's annual report and financial statements of the board for the year ended December 31, 2025. Speaking to journalists at the Government Accountability Series at the Presidency in Accra State, the Chief Executive Officer of Gold Board, Mr. Sammy Gyamfi, challenged the minority leader, Mr. Alexander Appenyo-Markin, to produce evidence from the International Monetary Fund report to support his claim. Mr. Appenyo-Markin attributed the challenge, the alleged losses to service and assay fees, discounts on gold source to off-takers, and exchange rate differentials or differences between the rate used to purchase gold and the reference rate applied by the Bank of Ghana for accounting purposes. Kojo, you've been monitoring this back and forth between Sammy Gyamfi, as in the Chief Executive Officer of Gold Board, and also the minority leader, and for that matter, by extension, the MPP. I mean, what do you think is happening from where you sit?
Much ado about very little.
How so?
Because the so-called losses that the MPP are crowing about is the exchange rate differential between what the market rates are and what Bank of Ghana's rates are. That's it. It's in the IMF report. So those who want to read it can read it. But you see, the New Patriotic Party are not, or the assigns of the New Patriotic Party are not happy that President Mahama has been able to stem the slide of the cedi. Clearly, if they had it to do, they would have been happy if the cedi was about 30 to $1 so that they can keep crowing about how they were better managers of the economy. You see, for as long as the cedi stays stable, NPP do not have a message. So they now have to craft a different kind of a narrative to malign Sammy Gyamfi, to malign the president. I mean, look, hypothetically, right? My younger brother sitting here today, his children and my children are in the same school, right?
Yes.
We pay the same fees. I'm assuming that he doesn't get a discount, just like me. And so, since President Mahama came to power, in real terms, his children's school fees have depreciated by 41%. So what is there to go about? Hypothetically, right? If he had a side chick, the rent for a side chick's house would have been lessened by 41%.
Why NDC people always talking about
if he had to
why today Mahama side chick but don't
if you interrupt me, okay, I will do the same thing to you. You can go and ask Fifi Boafo. Okay, let's have a convivial conversation. If you don't like what I'm saying,
one interruption, but don't refer to me.
I'm saying if I use hypothesis, I have told
conditional precedent doesn't still mean that there's no precedent.
Makache will say, one go school, Papa.
Now, do you know the meaning of conditional precedent?
I am being poetic. I am speaking rhetorically. I am speaking
side chick is a poetry.
Rudyard Kipling. I said, if. I know, Madam is watching. Madam, I said, if he does it, he's a good boy. If. I said, if.
Thank you.
So, if he, that's all he was worried about.
Thank you.
See, okay. Madam is watching. So, if he did have a side chick, the rent would have gone down by 41%. In fact, if he had 2, now he can get 3 for the same price. Importers who import, their import bills have gone down. A whopping 41%. This country is an import-dependent economy. No matter how, I mean, from tin tomatoes to toilet roll to toothpick to whatever we import. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you what it is.
Right.
Those who bring cars, if you bring a car today, your import bill, your duties, everything which is pegged to the dollar, and don't let anybody confuse you. Everything you do in this country is pegged to the dollar.
Right.
When we took over this country, the dollar was at 17. Today, as we see, it is 12.1. So you do the math. That is what the NPP are complaining about. That is what they do. And in their typical nation-wrecking what do you call it, disposition, they have decided to complain about everything, including the kitchen sink. And you have all kinds of people in their press conferences standing. Look, their spokesperson on finance, Abnosi Asari. Why is she even in a press conference talking about losses? You were Ken Ofori-Atta's deputy. You became a minister of state under Ken Ofori-Atta. Under Ken Ofori-Atta, you printed 85 billion cedis worth of money with an HP printer at Bank of Ghana. You are talking about Bank of Ghana losses. Seriously? Under Ken Ofori-Atta, the DDEP, just 2 days ago, 48 hours ago, Atufosin paid 10.4 billion of the debt they left behind. Billion. We are honoring that, and we are able to honor those debts because the cedi depreciation has been halted. And so, indeed, if you understand finance, right, you will understand why the interest on the government's borrowing has depreciated by over 100 billion cedis. That is money that President Mahama can use to do the roads, the big push project. Can use to improve hospitals, can use to improve education. Under President Mahama, if you've noticed, the free SHS track system has been abolished. It's all money that we have saved from the city sliding. You see, as soon as I stop speaking, my young friend here has papers, laptop, iPad, is going to start throwing figures at you. But you see, the figures don't matter. I'm intentionally not talking about figures. I can talk about figures all day long. As simple as we will have it, right? The city depreciation has been stopped. So if you buy an air ticket these days, if you buy an air ticket, the people you buy it from don't even want to collect dollars. They want cedis. For the first time in as long as I can remember, many people you buy stuff from, they tell you they don't want dollars, they want cedis. Why? Because the cedi has strengthened by 41% plus. And then they say, oh, when you hear the NPP, they say, but you are using money to show up the cedi artificially. What is artificial shoring? Are they shoring up the cedi or not? But instead, you should put it in reserve. Another person, Kojo Pongroma, opens his mouth, and you should be, we are depleting our reserves. You know, and a simple analogy I'll give you for those people, because we, the elite classes in this country, we keep spitting figures at people without explaining what we are spitting. What the likes of Kojo Pongroma are saying is that when you have money, you should keep it in a reserve, right? Even if it inimically affects the economy, keep it in a reserve and steal it against the welfare of the general populace. But that's not what President Mahama is doing. When you have reserves and your economy is tanking, or your cedi is sliding, your currency is sliding, the prudent thing to do is to back it. So we back it with something that does not lose value. And throughout the world, it is gold. You understand? Imagine what President Mahama is doing now. If we had done that since independence, where would we have been? The people who told us that we should not be allowed to use our own gold to shore up our currency, but they will come, process the ingots, and then they will tell us what the price of gold is on an international market and give us money for a primary product. We have done this since the days of the likes of Tiny Rowland, and they have enriched themselves, right? Many of the places that store gold, I don't want to mention the individual countries, the European countries that have tons of gold underground. Where they are, do they have gold in their country? No. But they keep our gold. You see some of the European countries, the carriages that their kings and queens ride in, all that gold comes from Ghana and South Africa.
So Kojo, are you essentially saying that when you look at the benefits that the domestic gold purchase program has done for us, it justifies the losses? Can we still have achieved it with
the losses that are so-called losses that are being discussed and are being highlighted and are being propounded, and some people are holding a loud hill, is the difference between the market rate of the dollar and Bank of Ghana's exchange rate. Simple.
Okay, so let me read to you what the Bank of the IMF says.
Hold on.
Just a second.
Let me finish.
No, just a second. Because you've repeated it.
The IMF, hold on. IMF, they've never solved any problem anywhere before.
Okay.
They have never solved. So let me finish my submission. When I finish, you can read it. You've made us late already. Stop talking about IMF.
No,
IMF, what problem have they solved?
No. I'm telling you what they
we have to learn.
Whether you agree or my brother,
we have to learn. No, it's not a matter of agreeing. What we are doing is learning to resolve our own problems.
Yes.
Because in one breath, people tell us that you've been to the IMF 17 times. IMF conditionalities. Before IMF gives you 300 million, you would have had to sell your grandmother.
Yes. So Kojo, let me do this. I beg you. Losses are
let me finish. When I finish, let me finish.
Okay,
because frankly,
frankly,
the people of Ghana are tired of being read the riot act every time we claim our cedi has tanked. Right now, our cedi is not tanking. So the reports that are being written about losses are not that. When you take the person who imports cars, the person who imports light poles, the person who imports tomato paste, the person who imports gauze, everything, the person who imports bullets for the police, they are not bothered about what the IMF are writing. What they are bothered about is the fact that they are saving 41%. Me, right now, my son's school fees at GIS, when I change the money, I gain 41% to do other things. Maybe I can use it to buy shoes for him. Maybe I can use it to buy books. Maybe I can use it to send him on holiday during the long vacation.
Okay.
That is the essence of what President Mahama has done.
Okay.
So what I would have liked to hear from my friends on the other side is how we make it better.
Right.
Not bastardize Sami Gyamfi, because Sami Gyamfi has been instrumental in them losing power. You lost power because you mismanaged the economy.
Okay. All right.
You lost power. You lost power because at a certain point in this our country, almost all the middle classes who believed that the risk-free rate of saving money in premium bonds was safe, we all discovered that it wasn't safe. I lost money that my father had given me to put away for my siblings. Maybe he's watching today, now he knows.
Okay.
But the money is safe because I had to go and find it.
All right.
The Chief Justice of this country went to sit at the Finance Ministry to ask for her pension.
All right.
Several people who went and lost money, some of them died, couldn't buy medication, some of them are still floundering.
Okay.
I said 48 hours ago, the Finance Minister was forced to pay 10.4 billion.
Okay.
That is the issue at hand, not the paper and the talk and the talk and the talk and people personally insulting Sammy Gyamfi. And then when he responds, you complain.
Okay.
If you sit down and say that somebody who is heading a public corporation, you have already charged him with a crime he hasn't completed, he hasn't committed, Minority Report. You see, if I was the MPP, I would never be talking about crimes. We were in this country when the chief law enforcement officer in this country was heard on a tape coaching a witness. And in principle, my brother is a lawyer. One fine day, one of his colleagues will go and ask for everybody who has been convicted and during that period to be released. We've also found out that somebody was imprisoned with a defective charge sheet. So if I was the MPP, I'll never be talking about that. Okay. Because they have a torrid record when it comes to those things.
Okay, could you bring a mic? Mike.
Thank you. So, please, you wanted to read something on the IMF. You can read it.
Yes, this is what I wanted to bring to Kojo's attention. So the IMF says that, look, the 1/3 of, it says the losses accrued on gold trades are a combination of service assay fees paid to Gold Board, discounts on gold sold to off-takers, exporters, and most importantly, exchange rate losses from the spread between the Forex Bureau rate paid to purchase gold and the city reference rate use of BOG accounting. So that's what, so three factors.
Thank you very much. And I'll be guided by the topic of the IMF talking about the losses made by the Gold Board of $1.7 billion.
Right.
Which is the topic that you gave me to discuss. Very sad situation for Ghana.
Why?
Very sad because, as the IMF said, this is something that should not have happened in the first place. Because you see, if you are looking at the domestic gold purchase program, there are various aspects of it. We have the Forex and we have the gold. And the gold purchase program is what was envisaged by Dr. Bawumia. And that was how we were able to accrue from 8 tons since independence to about 32 tons within the space of 2.5 years. Because he looked at the problem and he said, look, this problem is such that it needs out-of-the-box thinking, which we all know is one of the fortes of Dr. Bawumia. He's not a typical politician. In fact, he reminds me a lot, most of the time, I remind of him when I think of our own blessed former President Atta Mills, a technocrat who has come into the arena with solutions to problems. What is the problem that we are facing here? Moro, are you aware that, and by his own speech, the technical thing is this. So, Bank of Ghana takes money, gives it to Gold Board, right? What is Gold Board supposed to do? Gold Board will then go and buy the gold, they will assay it, weigh it, all the various things they're supposed to do, and then they sell it. Then you have to bring the value back to Bank of Ghana. Gold Board, according to their own CEO, they were given 133 billion cedis, which works out to about, let's say, 11 point something billion dollars. When they went to buy the gold and did all the various things they were supposed to do,
they came back with a loss of $1.7 billion, 22 billion cedis. I.e., Sikana, Bank of Ghana took and gave to them, they lost 10% in the way. And I'm happy that you mentioned what was worrying the IMF, because you see, if you remember very well, the IMF started complaining about the losses. Even last year, when they gave the initial indication of over $200 million that was lost, and was denied. But you see, Enchenche Wanafi, Nisei, pregnancy, in 9 months, the stomach will become big for everybody to see that, oh, so not knowing you were pregnant. So now, this money, that is the 1.7, they say exchange rate differentials and trading practices. So you know what Gold Board does? They take the money from Bank of Ghana, then they themselves give it to aggregators. Only 1 or 2 of them. These aggregators, there's no open tender for them. Sole sourced aggregators. Then they go and sell the gold, they take their commissions, pay all the various fees, and then bring Bank of Ghana the loss. This went on and was so bad that Bank of Ghana said, okay, you have made the loss. You are the ones who gave the money to. So put the money in your account so that we see that you made the loss when you traded it before you brought it to us. Gold Board say no. Bank of Ghana should put it in the account. As a result of this bad practice, today, Moro and Ghanaians, are you aware that the Bank of Ghana has refused to give Gold Board any further money? And not just that, they're saying that they will not fund any Gold Board purchases like that in future. And so now, Gold Board is going into the open market to look for money. Okona Deutsche Bank for Sika. Yeah? Go and use it to buy gold and then go and pay how you like and bring him the losses. Meanwhile, your aggregators have taken their commissions. Those commissions, whose pockets are they going to? Who are the chop people who are behind it that they will take Ghana gold? It's like you, Moro. I say, here is 100,000 cedis. Go and buy me a car worth 100,000. You bring me a car worth 80,000. Then you tell me that the 20,000 you lost it paying this and that and that and that and that. So you have only 80,000 worth. Have I brought you a good deal? If I need any expenses on top, I have to declare it so that the expenses will be paid for separately from the trade. And the worst thing about all of this is that even the Forex, we have always advised my brothers, and when they talk about, oh, and this time the dollar it's not a wise decision to do what they did in this sense. Look, if you go and bring fake dollar rate, tweak the dollar how you like, and Bloomberg rate doesn't recognize that, of course, when you go and trade the gold on the international market, there will be a discrepancy. There will be a discrepancy. And that is why, again, the 9 months will show. Look, by the time we were leaving power, the dollar was 14 cedis.
14.7.
Yeah, 14, but 14 cedis. Yeah. Whatever it was, it can be 14.8, but about 14 cedis, thereabout. Okay. Now, we are the people who are doing the susu for our children. Because you see, there are 2 types of fathers. There are some who come and see an inheritance and start to spend it. But before you start spending the inheritance, somebody gathered it. And we realized that if we were going to be putting all the money in there, when another thing like Corona comes, we won't be able to shore up the country. So let us take the bitter medicine so that Ghana will be fine. The bitter medicine was 14. When NDC came, they had a different destiny. Because remember, because they came to meet a buffer, they can afford to tweak it in a different way. We accept that. But the advice that we gave, and I in particular, I remember very well saying this on another station, that you don't need to do drama to bring it from 14 to 10. What you can do is, let's have the certainty for even 4 years at 14. Because then you won't be forced to inject $10 billion to hold it at 4 points less. Where on average, you are looking at about $2.5 billion for each point. No. If you maintain it, then that one, yes, you will shore it up, but not at this rate. And then the forex would not have suffered these differentials at that level. So yes, we accept that there were forex differentials, that was part of it. But that is due to your inability to look at the right market rate and create fake dollar every time 10, 11, and then shore it up, and then 10, 11. That's what created it. And then 2, your practices that you were involved in and engaged in, that did not inure to the benefit of Ghana. These are the things that we are looking at. So now that the Bank of Ghana is saying that we are not going to do this, you know, just a few weeks ago, they announced that they are not going to fund Gold Board anymore because Gold Board is trying to bully it to have it sit in its books. If it was a good practice, would they not continue? Ghanaians, are they a papa? But no, they sat there, lost this 1.7 billion in one single year. You know, this one is not even 2026. 2026, the first 6 months. Imagine they had continued on this path for 4 years. 1.7 billion times the 4, we are looking at about almost $7 billion. And the 1.5 or 1.7 billion, this is about a huge amount of our money that we use in this country. Huge amount. We went to IMF even for 3 billion. I'm surprised that today the NDC is calling IMF names. The same NDC who went to IMF in 2014 thereabouts. We all know that at the end of the day, the world is not perfect. But we should be fair. And they should not make it look as if it's the MPP saying that, because this is an IMF assessment. You know, they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th one. And they looked at the books and are telling you, opinion to forcing, say, the Mazina Gold Board area, no. Onye, it's one guy. Then when they finish, you then try to change it to look as if it is not the case. Then the MPP says, no, we are going to follow what the Gold Board is doing because they must accept that what they did is not the right thing to do. Look, as we sit here, my brother Kojo, you are. This is not anything to do with you. That you have come to sit here and then are they saying this about Sammy Gyamfi? No, nobody has anything against Sammy Gyamfi. No, it's right. He's not the person.
Those ideal threats.
No.
Threats that I take personal because they did the
that
same
one.
thing
That
to
one.
me.
That
At
one
the time
was.
they did it
That
to
one
me,
was.
you were in India, so you couldn't talk for me. When you got to the free zones, had I stolen anything?
No, I didn't say anything as stolen. But listen.
Now, has anybody called you?
Listen.
Has anybody called you?
Don't take it. Let me make the point. The point is that
you were in India.
I was in India, but I'm back now.
You couldn't talk for me.
I'm back now. You found some, but others were not. I'm just saying that on this matter, nobody has anything.
There, you saw every single.
Sammy, when I left there, they said I didn't steal anything. There was no infractions.
Which is
so me and you, we didn't do anything. That's why I didn't have anything against you. I'm saying no. Let me make my point. Let me make my point. Moro, stop to him. Tell Kojo that today was a suit. No, I said it's nothing about him. It's about Gold Board. We are not going to personalize the individuals here. No.
It has been personalized.
No. You have mentioned that. You have mentioned that. But I'm mentioning my part.
Okay.
That is not personal.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's Gold Board. And the person is heading the Gold Board. It's Sammy Gyamfi. So if we are scrutinizing the Gold Board, we are saying to you, Sammy Gyamfi, that all those losses that have been made, we are saying that they are trading practices. Which are the trading practices? Right? We need to see an itemization of those trading practices, because you need to be able to tell us
but
that
what accounts.
No, you're not getting no. Audited accounts are there in the general. But then they should bring it. Parliament is entitled to bring it, to ask for it. Yes, and Parliament is doing that. They are asking that these things have to be brought forward.
Has challenged you people to call him to Parliament. He said he will come tomorrow, so call him.
Good. So we are calling him. So that's what we are talking about, not all the other things that were mentioned.
But he has been threatened.
What is He has
been threatened. They said his bail conditions
will
be bail conditions he can't pay. Why would anybody say that?
Maybe they said it. They said it tongue in cheek.
No.
Maybe they said it tongue in cheek. I don't know about that. But me, I'm sitting here talking. I don't know about that.
Tell him what he said.
Moro, I don't know about that.
You see, he didn't hear that.
But he didn't want to listen to IMF. Why should I listen to something that is speculation?
Why would you threaten
Let me.
him?
Why is he afraid of something? Look, this is the issue. We say Gold Board must tell Ghanaians all these details. We say we want to know, for example, the prices that were paid for the gold. The aggregators have to come and tell us. We have not seen it. The aggregators have to come and tell us, for example, what premiums were used for the supply. We want to know also the discounts at which the gold were paid for. We want to know how much Gold Board itself earned in service and assay charges. We want to know. Are we not entitled to know? This is taxpayers' money that the Bank of Ghana has taken, given to Gold Board, headed by Mr. Sami Jefi. And when they go there with 11 billion, they come to us with 10 billion. And the part that hurts me the most are some Ghanaians, very renowned Ghanaians, who are telling us that when they gave them 11 billion, because they brought 10 billion back, and Gold Board has kept the 10 billion on the books, but passed the 1.7 billion debt to Bank of Ghana, we should praise them because Gold Board has now got 10 billion. Is this sense? Where is the logic in this? I give you 11 billion to go and trade, you lose 1.7 billion, you keep the 10 billion on your books, pass the 1.7 billion to another entity, which is also government, the same taxpayers, and we have great men like the Steve Mantiaus and so on, telling us that Gold Board has done $10 billion of what? Minus nothing. These are the things we are talking about. So nobody should come and sit here and come and hoodwink us and try to do any spin, because in the long run, if you spin 1,000 times, you end up in the same vicinity. You cannot spin yourself away from this one. And that is why, let me, because I have three more minutes. And that is why I'm saying that, look, we want there to be transparency. I don't see what the minority has done wrong. I don't see what Afenyo-Markin has done wrong. I think maybe when Afenyo-Markin was making the press conference, I think I saw him smiling. You know, at that time, my headphone was not working properly, but I could see his face. He was smiling. And maybe tongue in cheek, he said, hey, and there was your fraud, your bill, the 1.7 billion. Well, because in this Ghana here, when they do, no, I'm not rationalizing it. I'm saying that in this country, when somebody like Miracles was accused of 55 million matter, his bill was 50 billion. So unfair, so unreasonable. That's $5 million. That is not a tongue-in-cheek talk. It is an actual thing. It's so wrong. Yes, 50 million. So $5 million. That's what I said. I even made the dollar too, so you can't confuse the city. 5 million. Then even worse. $5 million. We had 50 million. No, $5 million. It's 50 million CDs. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? 500, yes, 500 million. Now, no. So what I'm saying now is that let's go into this quickly. You owe the NFA. Say, no, I can't. NFA, Sikani are the same. That's the value. 50 million cedis, right? Which in itself was very astronomical. But you know what? Are you aware that you are talking about somebody who mentioned the national serviceman bill was 600 million cedis? Are you aware? Yes. And because he couldn't pay 800. So some people, I've heard it in trivia. If you hear some of our people like maybe Paul Yando or something, they made a joke, I don't know, because I've not heard marking. But some of the jokes they make is that, hey, and they're 1.7 billion here. Say, a sign a fraud for investigation, Yokwa. And son of you, I don't know. Maybe your bill will be Jesus Christ and the 12 apostles. That was just made as a joke. So my brother should not take it personal. Nobody intends to go and mistreat anybody or make any threats per se. Right. What we are asking for is Nasikano Wahin.
Mate, let me just do this quickly. So attention. Businesses, institutions, and service providers, the National Identification Authority wishes to inform the public and all institutions that a new law, which is the LI 2523, has introduced important changes to how Ghana card identities are verified. Now, under the new requirements, biometric verification is now the principal means of confirming the identity of a Ghana card holder. So what does this mean for you? Do not rely only on the photograph or physical appearance of the person presenting a Ghana card. Where biometric verification is required, you must use the NIA-approved biometric verification system. You should also not photocopy, scan, retain copies or images of the Ghana card or rely on ocular or visual inspection alone for identity verification, except where permitted by law. Please take note, carrying out verification through unauthorized copies or ocular inspection is an offense under LI 2523. and is punishable by penalties of up to 2,000 penalty units for a body corporate and up to 1,000 penalty units for a partnership or other undertaking payable by each partner or responsible person. If your institution or business or agency verifies identities, then take the next step and onboard onto the NIA's Identity Verification System platform, that's the IVSP. Get your system ready, train your staff, and begin putting the new requirements into practice. The transition period for institutions to onboard runs from 27 July to 2nd November 2026, but institutions are encouraged to start their compliance preparations now. These changes are designed to strengthen identity security, prevent impersonation and fraud, and better protect the personal data of Ghana card holders. For more information and onboarding support, send us email, which is idverification@nia.gov.gh. So idverification@nia.gov.gh, or call the NIA today on 0302 9999306. So 9999306, 307 or 309. NIA, providing future solutions. Now we'll take a short break. When we come back, I'll get Kojo's response, and then Mike will also come, and I guess that we'll call it a day.
And there they are. The squad is ready, lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. One bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit Toothpaste. Wow. I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits, happy smile.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Femi Kakalika, just call me cockroach.
Now, Mr. Femi once now.
Hey, that's you. Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did a sasso spray. Mr. Femi sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso. Come tum preko.
Abina biwa say wodia wo babeje wo makacho safa wo pome sabe empanyi se abone pakokwaye no eno de ne ho twetwisie UBA motors wadawro ma ene se me bia Benz musa na o chale age Benz nigga kasa tinti we and top onko betra se me onko bla 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 betra se
EVM Motors specializes in the sale of quality foreign imported vehicles, all backed by genuine and authentic documentation. Visit us at Dansoman Runabout, behind the Guelph Filling Station, for trusted vehicle deals and excellent customer service.
Charlie, how do you see the car?
Can you solid? Can you genius?
Yeah, man, I'm Joe Baye. Yeah.
EVM Motors.
Get your best deals and say crack it. Crack.
Metro TV, Original TV, Original FM and Metro Digital, under the auspices of the Office of the Chief of Staff, proudly present the Clean Conference 2026. Theme: Assessing Ghana's progress towards UN SDGs Agenda 2030. SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 7, Clean Energy. And SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Friday, 21st August 2026, 9 a.m. at the City Conference Hall, University of Ghana, Legon, Accra. With just 4 years to achieve the UN SDGs 2030, how far has Ghana come? The answers begin with one national conversation, the Metro and Original Sanitation Conference, with the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra. In attendance will be the Gamanche, His Royal Majesty King Takiteko True II. The Clean Conference, bringing together government, development partners, industry players, academia, civil society, and all Ghanaians. Change is not only in conference rooms, so there will be a cleanup exercise on Saturday, 22nd August 2026, also led by the Chief of Staff. Join thousands of volunteers for this massive cleanup exercise across the major streets of Accra. Metro Clean Conference, Wahuni Diema or Maini Tumpong.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. I'm still here with Mr. Kojo Chumbuafo. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Financial Intelligence Center, former Chief Executive of the Ghana Free Zones Board. Also here with us is Mr. Mike Okwe Jr., a lawyer, and also former Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Free Zones Authority, and also an aspiring. Oh, no, yeah, he hasn't mentioned that to me yet. But I'm sure that at the right time he'll tell us whether he wants to go or he doesn't want to go again. But yes, he's one of the communicators of the New Patriotic Party. I need to remind you that, as you do know, the National Youth Authority has been very busy this August. They've been embarking on a series of activities. Now, the celebration actually kicked off on Saturday, 1st August, with the National Voluntary and Community Service Day. Now, it was followed by some youth engagement and so on. From 10th to the 13th of August, they had the National Youth Conference that took place at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And then 16th to 19th of August, they had the young people making their voices heard at the National Youth Parliament. The excitement continues actually on the 21st of August, which is tomorrow, with the Interagency Football Gala at the Accra Sports Stadium. And that will be followed by the Intergenerational Dialogue on 21st of August. The month-long celebration comes to a close on 30th of August with the Red Means Stop campaign at the Independence Square. Young people are encouraged to register to attend, volunteer, exhibit their products and services, or sign up as media partners through the official National Youth Month registration portal. So this August, Volunteer Learn Lead Serve. National Youth Authority facilitating youth development, and that's it. Kojo, you heard a lot of things that Mike said. We have just 15 minutes to end the show. Yes,
let me make a protest.
Please do.
Next time you invite people like lawyer, doctor, Mike Okwe. Yeah. You know he has a PhD.
Yes.
I don't have any PhD.
Lawyer Dr. Mike Okwe and lowly me. Jamie Medical School. Let me tell you, when you bring us here, you should give us time to talk. But anyway, let me just, you see.
Yes, sir.
What should not surprise anybody about the MPP and their needless and useless effusions about Gold Board is that they are clutching at straws.
Right.
You know that even the rate at which they are using to declare the 22 billion CD loss they are using 13 cedis. You do the division, you see it's 13 cedis.
That's interesting.
Yes, it's 13 cedis. You see, they are not accurate in anything they say. They go and sit in their communication group meetings, basically water cooler talk. Then they are all giving a brief. This morning they sent the venerable lawyer, Dr. Michael Kwe here, because of course they didn't send Fifi Boafo because they know I'll interrupt him. So they sent somebody that they knew that I will keep quiet whilst the person talks the people. So he can talk with all the people he wants. But the people of Ghana know the difference. You see, when it comes to talking about losses, right? $33 billion was given to them during COVID time. Where's the money? When it comes, you see, when they had an opportunity, right, to do something, let's just call it do something with our gold and the accruals thereof, they chose to do Ejapa. You know what Ejapa was? They were monetizing our royalties and collecting the royalties up front so that they could steal the money. When they formed Ejapa, some of the things about Ejapa was that Ejapa was incorporated in the Isle of Man. Right? Some of the things that they put down was that no government could change the board of Ejapa.
Ejapa was an idea. I'm just saying, it never happened. So let's make that clear.
He's talking about the intention.
Yes, well, the intention is there for scrutiny.
He's running away from
so he's criticizing the intention.
Yes,
so
the
board, but the MIF formed the Ejapa. So it was on the books.
That's true.
In fact, the Ejapa is still on the books.
Right.
You see, and you couldn't sack the managing director of Ejapa. You couldn't change the board. Think about the intention they wanted to steal. Everything the NPP came to meet, they collateralized and stole the money. The NPP administration, the Akufo-Addo's administration, is the only administration in the history of our country that has collateralized statutory funds. And by statutory funds, I mean funds. The definition of statutory funds is that the finance ministry has no option. They need to pay the money as soon as they receive it. So they collateralize your social security, they collateralize ESLA, anything they got, they collateralize it. The NPP is the only administration in the history of this country that introduced capping and realignment. You know what capping and realignment is? When they collect the taxes and it gets to a certain point, they cut it off and then the rest, they take it, they don't tell you what they've done with it. Then instead you see the president flying about in an aircraft and the defense minister will be telling us that he needs to have a shower while in the air. Right? You see the president going to sleep in a £22,000 a night hotel. Mike, you've lived in London for most of your life. The Prince Alexander suite in Claridge's Hotel. Claridge's Hotel is the most expensive hotel in the United Kingdom, maybe one of the most expensive hotels in the world. The president of the country, of this country, at the
is that a topic again?
Hold on.
So I should come and start talking about the things Mahama has done. When we are talking about gold bond losses, you see,
you can talk. Don't interrupt me because you are about to talk.
Well, but
okay. So I'm talking about what you people do with our finances. The president was sleeping in a £22,000 a night room. The Prince Alexander suite with your money. So when it comes to making losses, don't come and sit here and talk about losses that you haven't even calculated right. When the Bank of Ghana gave money to Gold Board for Gold Board to do what they were doing with it, it should be evidently clear to you that it was only for a period. Gold Board is now on its feet. Do you know that at the last count, Gold Board raised over $800 million to buy gold from commercial banks? So what do they need the Bank of Ghana for now? If you have a baby and you give the child baby milk and at a point in time you win the baby and you start giving the child yam to eat, what have you done wrong? What these people are all about is to destroy everything that we hold dear in this country. These are the same people who went to the United Kingdom and told the Queen that she shouldn't give us independence. These are the same people, Michael Queen and these people. If Mike was alive then, he would have been wearing tailcoat and going. His their political ancestors, they went to the United Kingdom. You should deny it. It's the same principle. The principle doesn't change. The NPP do not want the progress of anybody who wants this country to progress will not quibble with the concept of what Goldboard is doing. Indeed, let me challenge you. In the unlikely event that they come to power tomorrow, you will see the fight over who should go and head Goldboard. Of course, as for Mike, they will send him to India. They will send him back to India. So that by the time he comes back, they've shared all the positions. Right? That's what they did to him in 2017. As soon as they won the election, they sent him to India. They said, go to India, go. When they come back when they are finished sharing the positions. And it's one of the reasons why they've called him here. The people who steal the money, they themselves will not come and sit here. Right? They will wake him up and tell him, come and sit here, because he hasn't stolen anything. That's the reason why they do what they do. Okay. The new patriotic party, by definition, do not want welfare.
Okay.
What they want is to be in power. And I just want to address something that he said. You see, I don't think anybody has any problem with the minority in parliament holding the government to account. In fact, I think that it is very, very important that that happens. But when the minority leader, my own friend at Afenyo, goes and stands in front of a microphone and threatens the well-being of a CEO of a public institution, that's unfair. Because you are already telling the public, right? Sammy Gyamfi, as we speak today, he has had to increase his personal security because of the things that they say. That you, when you come, ask for your bail party. I mean, what is that for? Say that you are not happy with what is going on. Say that you are not happy with the concept of Goldboard. Even tell us that when we come to power, we will proscribe Goldboard. Of course, when they come to power, they'll be scrambling over. I mean, if in the truest tradition of the NPP, when they come to power, it will be the president's relative. You know, the cabinet filled with the president's first cousins. It'll be one of his first cousins who will go and man Goldboard so that they can steal. That is what they do.
Right.
For them, it's all about winning power so that they can line their pocket. Then when they finish, those that they will not give some of the money, they wake up in the morning and send them here. So if he won't come, it will be Fifi Boafo. If it is not Fifi Boafo, it will be Agbedefu. You know what Agbedefu means in a way, right? Somebody who just likes darkness. Richard Anyagba, they will send him. You see the people, all of them, when you name all of them are people who didn't get anything in the NPP administration. Okay, Mike, all of them.
Don't bring Mike in. Mike, that's your final take, and we can make it work.
Just say, I'm shocked. Anyway, let's talk about those who are getting something. Let's talk about those who are getting something under NDC. That is Goldboard. Let's talk about them. Because they are the ones that are on the board now. And we're going to talk about the fact that... let's talk about those who are getting something.
They sent you to you.
Let's get those who are... Oh, yeah, because they sent you as an ambassador.
Ambassador?
Yeah, ambassador.
Yeah, ambassador.
And then when I came back, I came to your place. So don't worry. So relax. I came there to also get the food and night. So then relax. Now,
Mike.
Going to this issue, in fact, the IMF were so horrified in the 5th report that when they got to the 6th report, this is what they said.
Did you see horror?
They said that what we need in Ghana is to preserve monetary policy credibility, which requires safeguarding the central bank's independence and fully implement the transfer of the domestic gold purchase program. Look, we are not jealous of NDC doing Goldboard. No. Because you see, under previous NDC.
And then you also said something.
And under
you know, remember you also said that
under let me.
Gold body. So gold body is
no. Listen, let me. I'm about to.
This idea was a Japan.
If you listen, I'm going to know. Bawumia never came up with that. Let's go on to this. No, let's go on to this because me, I'm going to focus on what I want to say. No. So the gold, the domestic gold purchase agreement. Yes. The domestic gold purchase agreement.
Yes.
When the NDC talked about it in their manifesto, right? You know what they talked about? The NDC said that they are going to do a Ghana Gold Board to regulate and restructure small-scale mining. Finish.
That's what is contained there.
Yes. Then we, the MPP, we said we have a plan to form and to stabilize the city, and we are going to consolidate Ghana's gold purchasing arrangements, expand foreign exchange reserves, because remember at that time we have been using the gold purchasing scheme to be buying the gold.
What do you
then we said we were going to expand it to foreign reserves, and that we are going to anchor the currency and macroeconomic stability. Now, when we said all of this, then they came and stole the idea. You know one thing about copycat? Copycat, have you seen people copy? When you copy a concept, you cannot implement it.
What?
So they rather incorporated our concept and added it to what Dr. Bawumia. Oh, Dr. Bawumia is what we are talking about. But Moro, you have to tell it. No, yeah, well, that's why I'm giving you the evidence. The evidence is that the evidence. Oh no! You came here and talked all sorts of. But now we are talking about evidence. Yes, point made. Good, thank you very much.
Have you heard of Dr.
He says point made. Thank you.
The swimming teacher.
Thank you. Point made.
The swimming teacher.
Now, the audience, they can see what you are trying to do. So yes. Let me also make the point. Let me make my point. No, let me make my point. No, let me make my point. No, it was disingenuous. All the things you told us was disingenuous. It was the idea of one.
Seriously,
you guys were not doing any.
You think Ghanaians are not? You see why
domestic gold purchase program.
This is why you got 38% in the last election.
My brother, I'm asking Ghanaians now. Domestic gold purchase. Who brought it? Program Bawumia. Who brought domestic gold purchase to shore up our reserves? Bawumia. Then who brought the other angle? And he said we are going to extend it into foreign currency. No. As for
didn't implement anything. When he finished, he told us he was a
why won't you let me make the point? Let me make the thank you. You know this thing. Yes. I mean, you said the two shishino, but today you will sit on pins and needles. Now, yes, you will sit on pins and needles. You will be feeling the pain. Let me make the point. My point. Now you're accusing me directly after insinuation. You see, you see that such a cheap shot, and Moro, you allow him to talk like that. I have to casting aspersions, and I need to take him to court for that. No, let's be serious. Let's talk about 1.7 billion.
Yes, 5 minutes.
You see, yes, and this is it. So this was put in a policy. Well, we were going to do. We were saying we wanted to buy a plane. You said we shouldn't. You are now buying 2. So let's keep quiet. Let's not even go there because you are now buying 2, and they have. No savings. There's no savings.
We have made savings.
No savings. Okudeto Ablakwa and others said that we should use the plane like that. Somebody even said that even if one engine goes off, right? You remember? If one engine goes off, and the plane even falls, and the Kufuor dies, they don't care. You remember that? Yes. So let's not try to deviate. Thank you very much. Oh, he says we should stay on court. Me, I'm happy that at least the audience can see what he's doing.
Why are you talking about?
Which is rabble rousing. I mean, a boy who apparently went to Achimota school. You're supposed to be a gentleman. Yes, but Achimota boys don't behave like this. They don't behave like this. They behave much better. I think maybe you were in Anumle secondary school, not in Achimota, and you're wasting time in that school. Sit down. Oh yes, but you don't behave as such. Because you see, you can take a man to the school, but you can't take the school from the man. I think the man, he just walked in the school without learning the etiquettes of Achimota schoolboys. Well behaved. I have 2 younger brothers, my 2 immediate after me. They went to Motown. Oh, very, very soft boys.
Why he didn't go to
we are the Portu boys.
He didn't pass
please. I got very high common sense. Everybody knows me. It's
like
not about that.
Somebody else that I know.
You see, I'm just saying that he should behave himself.
Somebody else that I know. Whose name I won't mention.
Just sum it up and tell.
All his siblings went
like
to Achimota. He didn't go to Achimota.
From Gambaga to Accra, from Riasu to Kita. Yes, please behave like the mother is your school. Behave. So now. Talking about you see, people don't want us to talk about the gold board.
You know,
but we'll talk about the gold board. Moro, you see, he doesn't want to talk about gold board. You called us here for gold board. Ghanaians want to know what the taxpayers' money has used. Hey, you're here sidestepping. Let's Kojo Sikano, let me talk. Let me make the point. So I'm saying that by those extensions which have been borrowed, they went and implemented it, and they didn't do it well. And this is what has brought these losses. It's like copying somebody's concept without being able to implement it. So I want them to understand that we are not against Gold Board. We are not against Sammy Gyamfi, because we are the originators of the concept. And by originating of that concept, we want the concept to work. Just that when we put something down and you go and copy it, you must do it well and not go and give us 10%, $1.7 billion loss. And when we want to talk about it, you say, no, bathing in the sky, this and that, and all of that. When you are rather buying 2 planes, and each one too, they also have the toilet and bath there. So if they have the same thing there, are you also not going to bath in the sky? Is that what we should look at? Have you seen an aeroplane where there's no toilet and even in some cases a shower cubicle, especially when it's private? Have you seen? I have not seen any before. So we shouldn't minor on the, major on the minors. It doesn't help anybody. My issue that I want us to look at is this. We need to be able to conclude this matter to the benefit of Ghanaians. And if we are going to do that, we want there to be certain things that we look at. Because you see, the money begins with Ghanaians. The money is Ghanaians' money. It's taxpayers' money. So what we want to be done is this. First of all, Ghana's gold belongs to Ghana. So we want to make sure that these are named aggregators, where the thing is not open and is being sole sourced, it should be looked at. It's just advice. Because you yourself told us sole sourcing will be a thing of the past. And yet, when you take our free money, you go and give it to sole source people to go and boca 1.7 billion. It's not acceptable, and we have to investigate it. Now, we have to also look at the history of how Gold Board has operated and make sure that this same thing does not occur with the money that has been raised in the open market. Why? Because in the long run, Gold Board is not for somebody's father. If Gold Board goes to incur losses from the open market and from the banks, this time they cannot go and put it in the books of Bank of Ghana. Ghanaians, you understand? They will have to now account for it as a big hole and debt in Gold Board's books that Ghanaians will inherit. So this is our advice. We should do the thing well to the benefit and glory of Ghanaians. And I want to take the opportunity to say good morning to Dr. Bawumia. We love your ideas. We think that you're a man who has so many good ideas. I look at this man, he can think of Agenda 111 on his feet. He can think about this gold reserve. He can think about drones that are flying for medical reasons. I think that if such a man were given the opportunity, we know Mills was under Rawlings, he had no power. Bawumia under Akufo-Addo had no power. Maybe if he gets the opportunity to become an Atta Mills, he will do wonders that Ghanaians will be proud of and his presidency.
So Guy G says that I suggest we depoliticize this gold board banter, and ask for independent forensic coordinator of BOG gold board transactions, not just IMF data interpretation. Or maybe a bipartisan inquiry with the economy committee, not majority versus minority block voting. Until a forensic audit report is published, this gold board banter will continue. Government would tout forex gains, the opposition would tout alleged losses. The middle ground most people are pushing for is keep gold board, but amend the act for clearer transparency and private sector protection. That's Guy G from Cantonment in Accra. Alhaji Hamza from Pig Farm, he says that, Moro, I dare Michael Okwe to tell me which period of the IMF states that Gold Board made losses. No, he didn't say that. He said the program has made losses. He didn't say Gold Board has made losses. There's nowhere in the document that states so. We all hear Penyo Makin say Sammy Gyamfi will be jailed for losses and the bail conditions on him will be huge. So the question I want to ask this morning is that, remember, we made losses under the Gold for Oil program. Did anyone call for the arrest of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Because on page 8 of the IMF program, we made losses to the tune of $400 million. In the gold for oil program, our economy was rated as junk. Economy in the cedi to the dollar was 17, and as we speak today, under the gold board program, the economy is rated as B positive, and the cedi is 12 to the dollar. And thanks and praises to Sami Jenfi and Gold Board. This one, Kwesi Reynolds and Agona Hodobin said, instead of addressing the issue at hand, as to the losses either made by Gold Board or BOG, the CEO of a sensitive state institution like Gold Board doubled in sophistry to drum home his points in answering the minority. This is how low we have sunk as a people. Now, Prosper Ashikwe in Asalam Down says, Moro, politics is crazy. After all these shouting, name-calling, and vociferous arguments, Kojo, Mike, Richard, and co, they will go sit for Vilando and chill. Politics, My advice for people who react to these is for them to work hard and focus on their family and business. Happy birthday to you, Your Excellency Haja Samira Baumia. Wishing you a truly beautiful and memorable birthday, filled with joy, grace, and Allah's abundant blessings. May this new year of your life bring you good health, peace, fulfillment, and continued strength as you inspire and touch the lives of many. Have a wonderful celebration, Your Excellency. And that's coming from our own Tornado here at Metro Television. Just chip in on this one. Yes. Today is Samira's birthday.
Yes, Excellency Samira Baumia.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Right.
May God bless her. May God touch her. And may everything she's associated with lead to better health, more wealth, and prosperity. Amen.
Okay. And also, so happy birthday to you, Samira Baumia.
Happy birthday before I'm what do you call it?
You're accused of...
no accusation, just wish
my
it.
charges will increase.
Just wish it.
So you can't get a
So, Your Excellency, happy birthday to you. And
mention her full name. Oh, Your Excellency who? Your Excellency who?
Your Excellency, Samira Baumia. May God touch your heart.
The man is stammer.
No.
Flow, the way you flow usually.
May God touch your heart to let His Excellency Dr. Baumia.
Don't be mischievous. Because wishing your birthday, there's no mischief in it. That's why that's why I was stammering. Please wish her happy birthday. Wish her happy birthday. If you can't do it,
we don't know how to speak more.
Wish her happy birthday. Moro, please. I ask for the time. Continue your text.
Simply stick to wishing her happy
birthday. Yes, wish her happy birthday. Why mention her name?
And I want
yes, wish her happy birthday. Why is he mention her happy birthday? Mention her name. See that wife.
I'm also greeting.
No, he doesn't want your greetings. No, greet the wife.
So let's wait and see.
I know Kojo.
Okay.
I've known Kojo since I was 14 years old. I've known Kojo. Kojo
He used to climb his. He used to climb my wall to come and visit my sister.
I didn't come through the wall. I came through the gate.
He didn't come through the gate because he was afraid of dogs.
You see.
So anyway, Your Excellency.
Okay, let's go.
Hajia Samira Baumia, a very happy birthday to you. The rest of what I want to say when I meet you, I'll see it.
God bless her. Amen.
Yeah, God bless.
And
no,
NTR, please, borrow, read
happy spousal birthday to.
Please, no spousal, please. Continue your thing.
I'm sure today.
No, he has nothing to say. He has nothing to say.
You will celebrate your wife.
Oh, please.
Go to the jewelry store and add to your collection.
Thank you.
Anyway, Professor Ebo Hinson said I should say I should say hello to the two of you. He says, but regards to
Robert Hinson.
Oh no, sorry. He says say hello to Motown and Odadia people for me. Tell them later. I move them, pa. I love them, pa. Professor Ebo Hinson.
Yes. Professor Hinson.
Yes, Professor Hinson, the marketing.
He was a yearman junior, lovely guy.
So
he was in my primary school and he was in Motown too.
Oh really?
Yeah, he went
before he came to.
Oh, okay. So no wonder. So when you see the tone of his message that is personal, he knows.
Very nice.
All right. So we're 5 minutes. So we'll take a break. We'll come back.
He was very.
Really, he's always been on this marketing thing. Wow.
In any case, Ghanaians, please.
Oh, are you not the one supposed to sign off? Oh, he's signing off for you now. Thank you. So.
Finding my dream apartment in just 2 days was a breeze with 7terragh.com. Looking for your next home, the perfect piece of land, or the best commercial property for your business? Are you worried about sending money home for property and finding nothing when you return? Well, worry no more. 7terragh.com is just a platform to find prime lands, perfect properties, or vibrant real estate development at the click of a button. 7terragh.com is your go-to property listing platform that allows you to register, list, rent, buy or sell, and connect with correct agents. With our AI-powered smart search, personalized dashboards, verified agent connection, and interactive property maps, all your property needs have been made easier. Check us out on 7terragh.com or contact us on 0302 998 246 or 0561 032 252. 7terragh.com, powered by MNC Properties.
As the days come and go, there's always shit. Let colleagues explore all the planetary bodies. Our mission is in Uranus to treat hemorrhoids, anal fistula, anal fissure, anal incontinence, hydradenitis suppurativa, using laser ligature for pain-free and speedy recovery. On Uranus Street, Accra, is Main Tuber Hospital and Coloproctology Center. Trust Uranus with us and we will delight you. Visit Main Tuber Hospital today or call us on 0244 581 541.
Madam, I'm looking for Abena.
Abena, there's someone looking for you.
Madam, please, where's Abena?
Abena, yes, ma'am. Is this who you are looking for?
Madam, please get me Abena. Please.
Della. Abena bra.
Oh, Abena. If it's not Abena rice, we can't eat any of that.
Abena rice. And Niji Nkwa.
FDA.
This is just to invite you to a sanitation and a clean environment conference being organized by Metro TV. I mean, this is a way of them to also contribute to the country's achievement of SDG 6, which is on clean water and sanitation. So when corporate organizations do some of these things, especially for a media house that is within the fourth estate of the realm, being this responsible to help facilitate. SDGs are supposed to be achieved by 2030. We're in 2026. We all need to play our part. This is a special invitation to you to come participate, share ideas, so we can also share as a people. It also enhance the efforts of the country to achieve SDG 6, which is on clean water and sanitation, and also to mitigate some of the issues we are facing recently. For the past 11 years and recently, on 29th June, what happened to us, the number of lives. We can't continue to be losing lives in the names of sanitation and clean environment. So please make it a point to attend the Sanitation and Clean Environment Conference being organized by Metro TV on the 21st of August. Thank you for
Metro TV, Original TV, Original FM and Metro Digital, under the auspices of the Office of the Chief of Staff, proudly present the Clean Conference 2026. Theme: Assessing Ghana's Progress Towards UN SDGs Agenda 2030. SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 7, Clean Energy. And SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Friday, 21st August 2026, 9 a.m. at the City Conference Hall, University of Ghana, Legon, Accra. With just 4 years to achieve the UN SDGs 2030, how far has Ghana come? The answers begin with one national conversation, the Metro and Original Sanitation Conference, with the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra. In attendance will be the Gamanche, His Royal Majesty King Takiteko True II. The Clean Conference, bringing together government, development partners, industry players, academia, civil society, and all Ghanaians. Change is not only in conference rooms, so there will be a cleanup exercise on Saturday, 22nd August 2026, also led by the Chief of Staff. Join thousands of volunteers for this massive cleanup exercise across the major streets of Accra. Metro Clean Conference, Wahuni Diema or Maini Tumpong.
All right, so you're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. I still have a few messages to read, and also some announcements, very important announcements to deliver. So this one here is from Carlos from Ododo Diodio. He says that there is an alleged information reaching us that a campaign and propaganda aimed at destroying the image of Gold Bond may be deliberate and could be linked to groups involved in the smuggling of gold from Ghana. According to these allegations, the establishment operations of Gold Board have made it more difficult for certain individuals and syndicates to engage in the illegal smuggling of Ghana's gold. It is further alleged that some of these groups may have attempted to influence certain politicians and other individuals by financially inducing them to spread false or misleading information about Gold Board and its CEO. The alleged objective is to damage the reputation of Gold Board and its leadership, weaken public confidence. Carlos, and I say God bless you. That's Carlos from Ododo Dio. Mr. Tommy and Enforcing, good morning. It's good to know that you're tuned in. Thank you very, very much. And then this one here from Papa Bisu. He says, good morning. You believe the MPP via Mike at your own risk under their watching government, the likes of Mike, Apenyomakin, Kojo Ponkrum, etc., kept mute when Nanado as president and his cousin Ken Ofori-Atta messed up our economy via corrupt activities leading to majority of Ghanaians suffering. Today, businessmen and women are able to plan well due to transactions of Gold Board, Bank of Ghana, bringing stability to the economy. Unlike their time, Papa Bisu Spintex Accra. E.D. Mukhtar says, Assalamu alaikum. Please ask the MPP man as an entire entity like the MPP, do they actually listen to themselves when they are talking? Do they recall their recent past bad track record at all? They are better stop these needless attacks on the good government policies, and let us collectively build a Ghana we want together. In any event, what are they seeking to achieve? What is their ultimate message to Ghanaians at all? Are they to produce more of Ken Ofori-Atta's, Chemawuntumi, etc.? Ghanaians need a break. And finally, Samaku Kelly from East Legon Hills, he says that, good morning, Moro. Please ask Ambassador Michael Kwe whether they will be able to provide Ghanaians the kind of detailed information they're requiring. Sami Jenfi to provide under their Gold for Oil program. The hypocrisy and the double standards would not only destroy this country, but their own party as well. And then Siddiq says that, Siddiq from the UK says that the MPP left Ghana with a weak currency that made it difficult to compete with gold smugglers. Gold Board is still relatively new, but it has already helped reduce gold smuggling and is advancing domestic gold refining, something that the previous government failed to prioritize. Gold Board has also developed better ways of raising funds from commercial banks to purchase gold, reducing pressure on the Bank of Ghana. Instead of misleading the public, the MPP should acknowledge these improvements and first accounts for the reported $400 million lost during their tenure. Overall, Gold Board's performance has been encouraging. The question is, does the MPP really intend to bring the dollar down to 14.70? Sadiq Koli from UK. And Musa Abatwa from Asawase says, now that Sami Jenfi has laid the facts bare on the Gold Board lost claims, where is Apenyomakin and the MP's credibility? We are in the era of social media, technology and AI, where propaganda can no longer survive without scrutiny. The facts have exposed the unnecessary politicking and noise. Sami disagrees. Sami deserves commendation for setting a record straight. Greetings to Dr. Amobafu, aspiring National Vice Chairman of the NDC. Before I bring in my other colleague, Kwesi Kwetia, who is up next with the school homecoming, let me just say that Discover MNC Group, in fact, they're your #1 partner in minerals and food commodity trading, real estate development, and also general logistics, procurement, management consultants, investment advisory, import and export. They have headquarters in East Legon, Accra, Ghana. They also have head offices in Dubai, Hong Kong, and Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia in USA, Arizona in Italy, and also Hanover, Germany. We connect markets that drive business growth with tailor-made solutions to meet your needs. Trust us to maximize your value in every deal. Reach us on MNC Group at mncgroup.com, mncgroupgh.com, or call 0302-998-246, 0302-998-246, or MNC Group, totally reliant. Kwesi, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Moro.
Yeah, what's cooking today? What's going on?
All right, so today we're having Methodist Girls High School.
Okay.
When we get started with the school's homecoming show, but then before that, I would want us to talk a little bit about the Clean Conference, which is coming off on Friday. That is tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yep.
It's important to us. We are looking at the UN SDGs for 2030. So we have 4 more years to get to that. So basically, we're inviting each and everyone watching us this morning to join us at the city conference inside the University of Ghana, Legon, from 9 in the morning till 3 p.m. We've got great personalities that are coming in to actually educate us and inform us about cleanliness and how we can, be responsible when it comes to production and consumption. Most of the time, this is the biggest challenge that we have in our communities. And if you look at the flooding that has been happening, and also the bushfires and all the rubbish, the bottle rubbish and so on that we've been throwing away, it has to do with the fact that we produce and we are not responsible in the production and also in the consumption, the food that we even eat and so on. So the Clean Conference is here to educate all of us, inform us, so that we can find ways to help our environment and also revere the environment that continue to take care of us and even after us and the generation that comes after us. So I'm inviting all of you, right here. And Moro, thank you very much this morning. The School's Homecoming Show is coming off in some few moments. Do you have some few words to share with with concerns to the Clean Conference?
Well, I think that, as you rightly said, it's a very important event that's coming up tomorrow. And it starts at 9 a.m., isn't it?
Yes, 9 a.m., yeah.
Yes, it goes all the way from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We're bringing government officials, traditional authorities. We're bringing everybody who matters as far as this conference is concerned. Because, look, they say cleanliness is next to godliness. And we here at the Ignite Media Group, we've been on this crusade of making sure that the right institutions and the right businesses who are in this business of cleaning Ghana are given all the necessary and sufficient support to do that. And so for a platform or for an event or program like this, we would want to understand what contributions these businesses are doing towards attaining the UN SDGs as far as sanitation and cleaning is concerned. And so it's a very important platform, and I can't wait. I'm actually going to be spearheading one of the panel sessions.
Yes.
And so please join us tomorrow at the City Conference Hall, University of Ghana, Legon, and let's do this. Sanitation is an extremely important topic, so I can't wait.
Yes, thank you very much, Moro. Thank you so much this morning, and also to your panelists that are with us this morning. All right, so we're going to take a short break. When we come back, the School's Homecoming Show will be coming your way right here on Metro TV.
Metro TV, Original TV, Original FM and Metro Digital, under the auspices of the Office of the Chief of Staff, proudly present the Clean Conference 2026. Theme: Assessing Ghana's Progress Towards UN SDGs Agenda 2030. SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 7, Clean Energy. And SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Friday, 21st August 2026, 9 a.m. at the City Conference Hall, University of Ghana, Legon, Accra. With just 4 years to achieve the UN SDGs 2030, how far has Ghana come? The answers begin with one national conversation. The Metro and Original Sanitation Conference with the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra. In attendance will be the Gamanche, His Royal Majesty King Takite Kochru II. The Clean Conference, bringing together government, development partners, industry players, academia, civil society, and all Ghanaians. Change is not only in conference rooms, so there will be a cleanup exercise on Saturday, 22nd August 2026, also led by the Chief of Staff. Join thousands of volunteers for this massive cleanup exercise across the major streets of Accra. Metro Clean Conference. Wahuni Diema or Maini Tumpong.
At the Venture Capital Trust Fund, we hold one belief, that when the last tree dies, the last business dies. And this belief penetrates through our investment decision making, and for which reason VCTF is highly particular about the environmental, social, and governance considerations of our businesses, our portfolio companies, and what they do. Indeed, I take this opportunity to invite you to the Ghana Sanitation and Clean Environment Conference, which is happening on the 21st of August this year at the CD Conference Center, University of Ghana. I will be there, so see you there. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Paul Adomochiri. I'm the host of Good Evening Ghana here on Metro TV. I'm inviting you to the Clean Conferences at the City Conference Center at the University of Ghana. We have to make Ghana clean, and Metro TV is leading this agenda with Original FM. Everyone will be there. Please join us and let's make Ghana clean. So we have a first day of talking, and then we go on the field and actually show how to clean. The Chief of Staff will be leading that effort, Honorable Julius Deborah. He will be there with us to help us to show how to clean. We know how to clean. Join us to clean.
In Yola, Victoria Naima Abdullahi, the Ghana Sanitation and Environment Conference is happening live at the CD Conference, University of Ghana, on the 21st of August, 2026. I'll be there. Join me. Let's make an impact on the environment.
Metro TV, Original TV, Original FM and Metro Digital, under the auspices of the Office of the Chief of Staff, proudly present the Clean Conference 2026. Theme: Assessing Ghana's Progress Towards UN SDGs Agenda 2030. SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 7, Clean Energy. And SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production. Friday, 21st August 2026, 9 a.m. at the City Conference Hall, University of Ghana, Legon, Accra. With just 4 years to achieve the UN SDGs 2030, how far has Ghana come? The answers begin with one national conversation, the Metro and Original Sanitation Conference, with the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Deborah. In attendance will be the Gamanche, His Royal Majesty King Takiteko True II. The Clean Conference, bringing together government, development partners, industry players, academia, civil society, and all Ghanaians. Change is not only in conference rooms, so there will be a cleanup exercise on Saturday, 22nd August 2026, also led by the Chief of Staff. Join thousands of volunteers for this massive cleanup exercise across the major streets of Accra. Metro Clean Conference. Wahuni Diema or Maini Tumpong.
So, I have 10 Ghana cedis in my pocket. Now think about it. If 10 Ghana cedis could buy you anything at all, what would you buy? I can think about so many things. Are you ready? Watch this space.
Welcome to GH Schools, your #1 training institute that offers practical-based tuition in media and a variety of skill acquisition-related areas. At GH Media School, we offer journalism and media studies, journalism and media arts, TV and film production, and multimedia production. Also, you are assured of the best beauty training with GH Cosmetology School. We offer training in massage and body therapy, makeup artistry, hair technology. Realize your dream of becoming an astute fashion designer with GH Fashion School. Here, we offer training in bridal wear, suits, ladies and men's wear, children's wear, and millinery. Do you have the interest of preparing sumptuous and tasty foods that meet local and international standards? Then GH Catering School is the best place for you. We offer training in cookery, pastry and beverage production, events decoration, and hotel management. Be abreast with the current technological trends as you train with GH Technology School. We offer computer systems, hardware and software, CCTV installation, home security, and many more. GH Schools makes available well-equipped studios and workstations to give our learners the practical and industrial standard experience during tuition. Hostel facilities are also available. Instant admission is in progress. Register now. Purchase your admission forms online on locate us at Achimota Abofu Junction, opposite the Shell filling station. You can also contact us on 0544 622 250, 0577 622 250, 0204 622 250, and 0277 622 250. GH Schools. We say train, practice, achieve.
And welcome to the Schools Homecoming Show on Metro TV. We are live on Facebook at Metro TV Ghana, on DSTV on channel 277. My name is Nana Kwesikwitia, and this morning we have Methodist Girls High School right here in the house. They've got something wonderful to share with all of us as we look at some of the legacies that they've been embarking on as alumni, and then also we share memories of the time that they were in school. I'm going to give them the opportunity to introduce themselves so that we get to know them, and then the conversation will start. Let me start from my right. Okay, what's your name and what year group?
Thank you for having me.
All
I'm
right.
Diana Mreku Ado, 2008 year group.
And how about you?
I'm not saying crying, 2016 year.
Oh, just a few years ago.
I'm not, yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's go to you.
I'm Barbara Zima, 2013 year group.
And how about you?
Abnai Kuyamwan, 2008, right?
Oh, wow, you've forgotten the year that you
Yeah, see, the teens are confusing me. So
Okay, what year
2008,
group?
2008.
2008. All right, so good to have you guys this morning, man. But then I'm going to give you the opportunity to tell us about your school. Who is going to start? All right, let's go with you.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity once
All right.
again. Methodist Girls High School. Our noble institution started somewhere in 1984
Okay.
as a private community school. It was a mixed school then. Yes, so it was the traditional rulers of the community that came together to think of the need to have a senior high school in the community. Then in the year 1988, it was handed over to the Methodist Church, that's the Wesleyan Society. Then Reverend Isaac Amwa headed the school then. So he headed the school to 1993, where the Ghana Education Service adopted the school from a private community school to a public one.
Okay.
And then Reverend Isaac Amwa, together with some elders in the communities, acquired a 41-acre land. So it became a very big place to have a public school there. Yes. So Reverend Isaac had to go when we had Reverend SLL Andor. He took over in 1993. That is when GS adopted the school as a public school. And he headed the school to 2001. And in 2002, we had the first headmistress, Madam Janet Frida Bediako Asari. She took over from 2002 to 2012. However, in 2003, sorry, she together with Reverend Ama Afuble and Dr. Eugenia Dankwa Christ wrote a proposal through some Methodist bishops to the Ghana Education Service to convert the school from a mixed school to a girls' school.
Why was so?
She thought the need for a single-sex school to be able to nurture the girls in the community and also to get more sponsors and funds. You know, people are really interested in single-sex education, especially the girl child.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and on the Ridge, there was only one girls' school.
At that time. On the Ridge too, there was only one girls' school. That's a Greek girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wanted to have a competition?
Not a competition.
But then
We are different.
you are different.
Yeah, we wanted an exception.
An exception,
Yes.
okay. So continue with the story, I mean.
Yes, so the proposal was granted. The school became a girls' school in the year 2003. Then in 2012, Madame Sylvia Isabella Lai took over from the first headmistress, Madame Janet Frida Bediakum, and she took over from 2012 to 2020. Yes, and in 2020, we have the current headmistress. She is Mrs. Winifred Seibu Arthur, very affable and astute individual. Yes, our mother.
She's a showwoman.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
Very loving.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yes, always welcoming
I see the
at
smiles
home.
on your face. It tells you that you have a big mother.
Oh yes, we do.
That's a good one.
We do.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes,
All right.
Yes, yes. And to date, she is still the headmistress of the school.
We thank God for that. All right, so let's quickly now go into your stories as alumni. I mean, you have been embarking on projects in the school to give it a facelift, and over the years, some of your year groups have been doing that and so on. So who is going to share with us some of the information? All right, so why don't you go ahead?
Yes, so when it comes to our alumni, we still have some hitches there and there.
Okay.
So I think the first people who came together to form the alumni started as a mother association. And so when we took over from 3 years ago, we decided to also bring it down to the various year group. So at this stage, we are on the various year group, and currently I think 2016 badge are going to have a Thanksgiving.
I think we have her right here.
Yes, she's here. So they are going to have a Thanksgiving this coming September.
Don't worry.
Yes, coming September, and then November we're going to have a homecoming, and it's going to be like a speech and prize giving day.
Okay.
Then the alumni will also join in with the homecoming to make the celebration a big one.
All right, you have a project that you're embarking on for 2026. We're going to get into that, but before that, let us talk about your memories when you were in school. I mean, some of you, before we got on set, I had conversations with some of you, and there were stories that you were sharing. I'm going to give you the opportunity to share with us. And don't forget your microphone. You keep forgetting your microphone. Yes. I don't know why. All right, so let's start with you.
Some of the fun memories are those who had plots at the roadside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we were always in the school for like 3 months. Those who had plots at the roadside had the chance to go get us food.
Okay.
Me like this.
Plots, and what does that mean?
That your working area.
Your working area, okay.
It was in front of the school.
Okay.
And I was the boss.
You were the boss. Oh, okay.
Before I'll take your money to get you wache.
Then you would have to double the money.
Yes.
So you made a lot of money.
Yeah, I did.
You're very rich.
I was not buying.
You're not buying.
I was getting
So you would sort of like collect all their monies,
and
then what you get out of that, you use that for yourself.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Because
so
I had a plot.
You're extremely shrewd when it comes to making money, huh? I'm only checking. I mean, we have on TV, we're showing some of your videos for you to have a look at some of the projects that we've been you have been embarking on. So continue with your story. You don't have to watch it. Let's continue with your story. Let's continue.
Okay, so with the fog, for me, it's always the, let's say, should I say the bad thing? No, it's not really bad. Because of the fog, I'm able to also go out of the school without you seeing me going out.
Okay.
Because of your plot, your working plot.
So you're more like a ghost. Oh, okay.
All so when I'm going out, the security may not see me. I might even meet my senior house mistress on the road.
And she might not even see you. Because you're slim and slender, so oh, okay. Yeah. I think we should make a movie of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. So continue.
that's fun memories. And what the projects we are having.
No, we'll be talking about that. So we're talking about your personal fun memories.
My fun memories. So
yes, your personal.
The orange plantations too. We used to have an orange plantation. Now it's no more there.
Okay.
Those ones are being plugged for us to during dining, and you are not supposed to go there, but I will go there. I'm sure my people.
Because you are the ghost of the school.
Yes, yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Ghost. Now let's speak to you. 2016. I mean, your profound memories of Methodist High School.
Since it's been 10 years.
It's been 10 years.
Yes. So in my at my time in school, I was a dining hall prefect, the main dining hall prefect. And at that time we had Mr. Edu, he was the dining hall headmaster.
Okay.
So you get girls smuggling. So when we say smuggling, you're not supposed to put food in the rubber to send out, and Mr. Edu is always there watching you. So you have to put it in your dress, you have to put it in your bag. And always that time was just so tense because everyone is just making sure Mr. Edu is not in the dining hall so that they can smuggle food. And also we also eat kinky. So Mr. Edu will come, aside eating the kinky in the dining hall, some will take it out to make the mash cake. You find Mr. Edu telling you every girl is entitled to 1 ball of kinky. No one should take 2, don't take 3. Every girl is entitled to 1. And also some of the fond memories are also at I think the church. I don't know how they call it now. The church service.
You like the slow songs that have been sung at the church?
Funny enough, it wasn't slow because we do the praises. Because I enjoyed the praises. I enjoyed the worship time, and also our intercom was one of the great memories because
that you had.
Yes, because we have other schools coming, and our time we were very hot cake in Eastern region.
How come I never heard of you guys?
I don't know. Which year did you complete school?
Let me keep that.
Okay.
We can talk personally about that. We can talk personally.
Okay. Like Maggie's was very hot.
It was hot.
I really enjoyed my
hot
time.
Like the hot cake here.
Very hot.
Okay. Let me now go to you. How hot was yours? Your memories?
Okay.
How hot
was also the dining hall prefect.
Wow.
The main dining hall prefect.
And you happened to be sitting at the same place.
No.
Okay.
And the dining hall master was Mr. Edu as well.
Okay.
And then you would hear him when it's time for breakfast, lunch, supper. He would be standing, then we call it red carpet. He'll be standing there with a cane, and you hear him shouting, "Those girls coming over there. If I get to the dining hall before you," you just see us running up and down. Like, you have to get to the dining hall before.
And nobody falls.
Oh, no. We don't fall, We don't fall. We briskly walk and run. We don't fall. Yes.
I like the way you said briskly.
Yeah. Yes, and I remember I also had a plot in front of the school just as hers. Maggie's, we are located on the highest peak of the mountain.
Okay.
So the fog is compared to none. Ours is just unique.
You embrace the fog.
Oh, we
when
love
it starts
it.
till it finishes.
Mountain UK.
Yeah,
Maggie's was a mini UK, mini Canada, mini Russia.
Mini Russia.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you did in school when the fog comes and the weather changes and it's extremely cold to keep yourself warm?
Oh, we have cardigans in school and all that. Socks. Yes, socks and all that. So, we had a photographer, Mr. Nam. He's still there though.
Wow.
Yes, and we wish that those days he comes around so that we can take pictures with the fog to show that we didn't school in Ghana.
So how come you never sent us some of those pictures so that we can project it on the screen for people to watch?
That time it was the hard copy.
It was the hard copy. Oh, okay.
Not the, yes. So
at that time, social media wasn't.
It wasn't. Yes, but
as it is today.
Yes.
All right, now let's talk about your school homecoming activities. Some of the experiences that you've had, the convoys when you are back to set off to the school and so on. I like the way you're smiling. Let's start with you.
So when it comes to the school's homecoming, unfortunately, we have not experienced that massive one.
Okay.
What we have experienced was the 40th anniversary. That's the lunch. When we had that, the school gave us a breakfast meeting, and we met. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of people, all students coming on board. Mm-hmm. But the 40th anniversary, there was no convoy. But when the prominent or the invited people were asked to come in, we saw that it was a very massive entrance. And then we, the old students, had to follow them to make it grand. So I think we are planning to have a massive one, a proper
school homecoming
convoy. Yes. So that's come November. That's what we are planning.
Yeah, we're going to be there with you.
Yeah.
I mean, Let me ask you this: the ghost of Methodist Girls High School. So, I mean, when you were in school, what are some of the things that you can say to us right now concerning the type of education that you received? What are some of the things that probably, when you were in school, was inculcated in you that stands out even to today? Discipline. Your microphone, please. Yes.
Discipline and timing.
Okay.
You give me 10:30 and I'm here.
10:30 you're here. So that's how you work.
Yeah.
But how come today you were a bit late?
I wasn't late.
You were not late.
No.
All right. I'm just trying to find out. I'm only trying to find out. All right. So you have a project that's coming up in this very year, which is 2026. Is that not so? All right. So who is going to take us through the list of activities that you'll be embarking on to actually make it grand? This is the reason why we're here.
Okay. So this is our advantage, which is a 2016-year badge, because it's a decade since we completed school.
Okay.
So we are going to start off with our Thanksgiving, which is of the 5th of September at Reverend Ernest Bruce Methodist Church at Abraka. So we are inviting all the Megosa.
It's just around here.
Yes, just at Abraka. So 9 a.m., all white. So we should all come in our numbers. So we're inviting all the Megosa year group, and also 2016 year groups of all the other schools in Ghana to come and join us to thank God for a decade of His goodness. Then in November, which is the grand activity, we are going to merge with the Speech and Prize Giving Day. So it's going to be a Speech and Prize Giving Day and homecoming. So that would have a 1-week activity. When it's getting closer, the public is going to know of everything we are going to do from Monday down to Sunday, God willing. And we are just hoping that they support us with funds, they support us with publicity, and they support us with their social media platform in cash and in kind. We are always
So all that you're looking for is in cash and in kind?
Yes.
That is all you're looking for?
That is all.
Why are you so? I'm checking because you're looking for cash in kind.
Cash and in kind. So if you cannot give us cash, then
you have to be kind to you.
Of course, your presence. Your
we'll bring you
social
water.
media
We'll bring you a lot of water.
Yes. You'll be
All
glad.
All right. So now let me come to you. You happen to be the leader of this group. What are some of the challenges as alumni that you go through in terms of like organizing your colleagues together so that at least you can embark on projects to give the school a facelift?
Okay. It's getting our sisters to join us. It hasn't been easy. You know, it started off as a mixed school, as I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
So with the alumni, we even have some of the men.
Yeah.
That still joins you, even though
currently they do support when we call, they are ready to help and all that. So if
don't they feel slighted because I mean you've taken them out of the equation?
They're actually proud.
They're proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, the school started off somewhere 1984, and now we are about 2,800. And to talk about achievements, a lot, you know, not to boast, but in 2019,
no, talk about achievements. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
We won the World RoboFest competition held in Michigan, USA.
Okay.
And in 2020, we defended the award by winning the World Robotics and Coding competition in Michigan, USA as well.
I see.
Not just that. Just last year, 2025, we went to South Africa for the tug of war competition.
And you won.